Hello everyone, thanks for watching. This is going to be a quick walkthrough of a DOT signage app or signing app. It's basically a catalog or a web catalog or a digital catalog of the official standard highway signage that the Department of Transportation uses. This was sort of an offshoot of another project in which where you're starting this, you're trying to solve one problem and you inadvertently solve a problem to something else, and then you kind of want to explore that as well. But the end result here was a fairly, I think, intuitive and robust sort of signing and iconography system for easily accessing large libraries of idiosyncratic types of things. It can be used for random icons and artwork and things like that as well, and still function just as well. But for this specific demonstration, I'm going to walk you through Iconorific. If you look at the URL at the top there, and I'll put this link in the description box, and let's just go to the main domain for a second. That way everybody can see where they're going if they want to click. So you go back to you go to the bottom here, Iconorific. So it's iconorific.com, and then the first library that I'm working on here, which is the official DOT. So you can click on that or go directly using this URL here. So now that I've shown that, let me show the responsive side here. So the website is fully responsive. I just wanted to show that. It'll adjust and adapt and update based on any screen resolution. And then I'll just pull up some, let's look at, what are we looking at here? Warning signs. So this is the warning signs signage specifically. So we'll just access the menu, the hamburger menu here on the left, and then we'll click on warning signs. And what we'll do is we'll just take a look. We saw everything sort of load sequentially there. It's all conditional loading, so it will only load as you scroll. And I'll go a little fast here so you can see that it's not populating yet, but then will populate. And this is the entire catalog of warning signs. And then a little on the lower right here, we have a jump to the top if we need it, if we go too far. So everybody, hopefully you can see the download a PNG, download a JPEG, download a PDF, or the main arrow, which will be an SVG file. And with SVG files, you can convert them into any other file that you need. You can also adjust line stroke and colors and things like that. So what was our example? So ice. Let's go up to the search field and maybe just type in ice. Well, there we go. We have 3 signs with ice on it. So all the signs are set up, or actually it's semantically driven but also character driven, so it's noticed. So even ICE will show up, and what that means is that the catalog number can be referenced itself, or what's this one, W8, the official number. So now we have all the W8s popping up as the query is happening, so it's a live search. And then we'll do 5A P, which is the exact name for ice. We'll back out of that. We can delete that and it'll repopulate if you just delete your characters, or you can hit the clear search. Let's just say, let's look up a school. So these are the 3 signs within the warning signs that have the word school in the actual metadata. So in the text, in this case, on the signage, if it has the word school in it, it'll show up, and then we can either back out, like I said, delete the letters and the search will update, or just hit clear search and it'll repopulate. And like a catalog, you can actually flip the pages left or right using the arrow keys up here, so you can access the hamburger menu, close that up, or you can go left and right. And then the actual page will fold like a book. And this is also, it's fun and interesting if you're using a tablet. So these are the custom icons here. We don't need to go to these just yet. Let's go back. But if you're on a tablet or on a mobile phone, or you want to experience a little bit more interestingly, you can see that it's folding like a page. So you can swipe and stroke through or strike through with your pen or mouse, left or right, by just dragging on the page here. Let's just go through guide signs. We have what do we got? Let's see if we pull up some numbers. So anything with 35 in it. So that'll be, the 35 will not only include the metadata, but will also, if the actual official number used, the reference number has a 35 in it, that'll show up as well. Just having found this document today while I was doing this video, I actually didn't know this document was available here. But this actually has slightly different characters than what I used as a master record. But what's most important, and I think helpful for anybody, is that actually they have their labels, aside from the semantic text label versus the reference number or reference character set. So I can add this in relatively easy to each one, so that even if you're searching for U and left turns, diagonal arrow, even with the character or without the brackets, that will show up as well. And I think the reason why I have a different set is because the one I have was updated 2014, and some of these don't look like they have been updated since 2010. So it's possible that some of this may not be referenced entirely. The sign may be, but it's possible that whatever reference number they're using is changed, or the one or two characters may have changed. So we'll clear this. I don't think there's much more to go through. I think it's pretty simple. If you're looking for something more unique and interesting, but still sort of relatively close to what the official signage is, as well as construction signage, you can just go to the custom icons, pull something up, take a look at it, and download it from either as a PDF or a JPEG or a PNG. And like the other signage files, all of these are editable in your favorite image editor. You can actually go in, and like I've done here, is you can adjust line stroke, width, color. In some of these custom icons, I actually took official icons and gave them a little bit more character. Like in this case, if you wanted something with illustration or an art effect or a painted brush effect, you can go ahead and find a couple of those icons available, or those signs. If you're looking for actual official icons that correspond with the signage itself, in this case, let's see, we'll look for some camping or something. Here's one, the equestrian. You can also find, this is actually an exact copy of the fish cutting station, which I think is near lakes and rivers and things like that, but I've just gone ahead and did alternate versions of it, gave it some style and color. Nothing too fancy. These are not going to be available, they're not referenceable through the other indexes. But let's see if we can find guide signs. There we go. So fish, fishing. There it is. So this is iconorific.index.html, and again, that link will be there. Otherwise, just go to iconorific.com, and I'll put that link there too in the description. And you can just from there click on that. What I'm going to be doing soon is adding, I have now found about 10 different states that actually have their own signage within their state, in some types of variations in city signage and school signage, and I have access to those as PDFs and vector files, so I'm going to add those as well. And then what will most likely happen here is I'll just consolidate all of this into an official DOT link in here, so you'll find all four guide, regulatory, temporary, and warning within one, still searchable, still indexable, but within one page. And then it might be kind of cool to start to add all 50, 52, whatever we're going to officially recognize, all the states' various signage in here. So you'll be able to maybe click on Texas, Oregon, Wisconsin, Minnesota. Who else? I think North Carolina has something unique too. The other things that aren't in here, things that I recognize and don't see is like travel and tourism type stuff, and I think there's actually rules for that as well. So whatever the state's specific official visitor and bureaus guidelines are, like that won't be available in here too. But it could be. It could be potentially set up pretty easily, where when you go into Texas, you have everything under Texas. So any sort of wayfinding systems that involve public perception, those icons and those libraries and that signage could actually be added on here relatively easy. All right, thanks again for watching and have a great day.